gurgler, he's in his element. It's just like nature. It's what we're all about. Wagons home! Have a look at that! Whoa! Just when they think it's safe to come out. Not an animal! Bang! I guess in the end, that's probably why we all go fishing. Folks, there are days on the salt and briny, and there are days. Today, a northeasterly of around about 20 to 25 knots has made conditions just a little bit uncomfortable, but with a good skipper, we're always in with a show. And I've hooked up to a dolphin fish. And folks, if you've been following my show all of these years, you will recognise this man as part of the famous double, Laurie and Julie McEnally. Need I say that you're Laurie?
Thank you, Rex. I was hoping you'd make that differentiation.
We've had a lot of fun on the sea together, and without a doubt, these dolphin fish are one of the most attractive fish to come out of these parts of the world.
They're lovely, Rex. Lovely to catch, great sport fish, jump beautifully, good colours, and absolutely delicious to eat.
They certainly are. While I'm playing this fish, which is just giving me a little bit of curry, it's not a huge fish. Well, you go up and do your thing.
You have a chat and I'll
he's coming back the other way. He's coming back the other way. And this is what a good skipper is all about. We are aboard the charter boat Splashdown, which is a beautiful little vessel. Well, when I say little vessel, it's over 8 metres and nearly 9 metres as a matter of fact. You need a good skipper, you need a good boat. You're going to come over a bar like the Macleay River. You've got to know that when you come out, you're going to get back home nice and safe with a lovely feed of fish. But Laurie will be coming down in a minute, and he's certainly not going butterfly catching, unless I'm mistaken.
Used to.
This is a lovely little fish.
Very pretty.
A lovely little fish, and we're going to bring him to the net. They are very, very strong pullers. There's no doubt about that. Very strong pullers. Well, folks, you're watching this all around the four corners of the globe that we live in. And here's the magnificent man himself, Laurie, to tell you a little bit about a species we call dolphin fish.
Yeah, well, these guys are international fish. Elampuki in the Mediterranean, Dorado in Spanish-speaking countries, mahi-mahi in the Pacific, and dolphin fish here. They're called dolphin fish because they greyhound, just like a porpoise or a dolphin does chasing their food.
Now, what you're doing is you just actually...
I'll let you let him go.
No, you can let him go and then just sit down and have a chat to me. Off you go. Back you go. Sit your backside down there, mate. You have been at this a long, long time, and you've said to me in confidence that the reason you do it is to put a smile on people's faces.
I love it.
Do you ever think you're going to get sick of it?
Oh, some days when it's rough and like this, you sort of go home with a sore back and a sore backside sometimes, but I love being at sea, Rex.
Folks, some of the great combinations in life, you've got to have a look at them. Laurel and Hardy. We've also got Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. Well, Laurie and Julie McEnally have been around what seems like for ages, and they're still doing it wonderfully well. They are an inspiration, because if you out there get up in the morning and you're not looking forward to what you're going to do for work or play, you're in the wrong business. You've got to get into fishing like these folks.
The take out there, Rex, straight off the top. Look at that.
I did, Laurie. Oh my goodness gracious me. This is magnificent. Now, Laurie, I'm just going to sit down here and ask you an important question. We're out in the middle of the ocean.
Yep.
It's not bad conditions, it's going to get worse. Over here is the reason we're here, those three boys, and you better just look down the camera and tell us why in the middle of the ocean off Southwest Rocks on the north coast of New South Wales, there's three boys and we're fishing here.
Okay, there's a couple of buoys you can't see. They've been held under by the current. There's a bit of bulldozer gear on the bottom, some chain and rope and the buoys, and they provide some structure to the fish to come around. The ocean's a bit like a desert. We're providing them with a bit of an oasis to come to. That provides bait, and the big fish come to the bait. And the charter boats here put the buoys in so that we'll have fish for our customers during the summer.
So it is called a FAD, a fish attracting device.
Yes.
Or an aggregation device.
Yep, a FAD.
And why is it so important that we've got to understand the habits of the dolphin fish?
Well, they're very fast growing. They grow from a dot to what you're catching in about 3 months.
3 months?
Their whole life cycle is basically over inside 12 months. And they're just gatherers around all sorts of flotsam. Anything in the ocean, they'll hang around. Seaweed, buoyage, anything like that, they'll hang about it. And they feed very, very aggressively, as you can see, Rex.
I've mentioned on this show many times that I've caught my first dolphin fish off Narooma under a sailor's hat, which I have in my museum at home with pieces of barnacle. They seem just absolutely infatuated with anything that floats in the sea.
Anything that floats, they'll be attracted to.
Yeah. Okay, folks, I'm going to call Laurie to get the net because we've got a beautiful, beautiful fish on here at the moment. Got a 7-foot port full of bay snapper rod. I tell you what, this is absolutely magnificent. We've got a beautiful fish on here, and I'm really, really pleased that we're going to be able to see the lovely colours of the dolphin fish. Look at the colour of that beautiful, beautiful blue.
I think Salvador Dali did these ones,
Look
mate.
at Isn't that just magnificent? Wow. That is just great.
Just nip him off there.
Just
Rex,
lovely fish.
Yep.
And I certainly
Look at the paintwork. Look at the blue up on the top. See how that great big high dorsal comes up and gets this beautiful blue electric colours on it?
Yeah.
Then go. Whoops.
Now, I'll let you get him back in, mate.
He's right. And we'll just put him back where he belongs because
Okay,
he's
there's a
nice
kiss.
and healthy.
There you go, mate. Okay, sit down again. This is fly by the seat of your pants job. On the way out,
Yep.
share with our viewers the conversation you had on the radio. I heard you mention the word blue, and you might just like to say that these fish out here don't live in a wonderland.
No.
They live in fear of their life every moment of the day.
On the way out, the other charter boat that was first here, he said as soon as he got here, there were dolphin fish jumping in the air and 200-300 kilo black marlin right on them, batting them with the beak, grabbing them and eating them.
Folks, a lot of people have said that I'm a salesman, and I certainly am. I can tell you now that we sell the sizzle of fishing, so you out there can say, I might like to do that. And you know the bonus? Grab your kid and take him fishing, because he won't be on a street corner looking for trouble. It's a great sport, and there's great people in it, like Laurie and Julie McEnally. So the drift is pretty serious out here near the continental shelf. Have a pretty strong northeasterly going the same way as a northerly current pushing down at around about 1.5 knots, 2 knots. 24.5 degrees Celsius is a beautiful temperature. A little piece of slimy mackerel fillet with a 5/0 tuna circle hook just hooked through once. And that is our offering, our peace offering. Little do they know that we have a surprise for them. Now, we're going to give them some time to just get this in their mouth. Hopefully it won't take too long. Hopefully. That bird away, get that bird away. And come on, take it, take it, take it. Yes, I think he's got it. Oh, and up she comes. The birds are pretty interested. Oh, lovely little jumping Dorado mahi-mahi dolphin fish. Oh, he's got some mates there too. Look at him go. What a beautiful little species of fish. What a beauty. Oh, jumping up and down. Absolutely magnificent. Come on, mate. Come and make your television debut. What about that? Look at the colours. Look at the colours. Now, if you can just hang on a minute, mate. Just hang on a minute. And just be nice and quiet. Like that. Have a look at that. Now, Laurie, you're saying to me that that may even be a couple, 2, 3, 4 weeks old.
That's all. Absolutely, Rex. These fish have an enormous growth rate. Only less than 1% past 12 months of age.
Yeah.
And at that time, at 12 months, they're 10 to 12, 15 kilo.
Is that a fact?
So this fish is a baby.
Well, absolutely fantastic. And I'll let you in on a little secret. And g'day to those people watching on King Island in the middle of the Bass Strait at the bakery. And also the Southwest Rocks Bakery. Our secret, lips are sealed. Pretty good pies here, mate.
You're like a Viking, mate.
I reckon I'm putting on 15 kilo a week too and having an absolute ball, folks. No, folks, we're not on the Goulburn River or up in the lakes of Tasmania's magnificent highlands, but I've got my trout fishing outfit, a little Stratic on a little Rexy rod, and a slug. A little bit of weight in the head, just like me, and around about 2.5, 3 inches long in the old scale to represent a bait fish. We're going to see if these blokes are going to play turkey today or play dolphin fish. So we'll cast it as far as we can, the other side of the buoy, and wait till it just sinks down around about 2 or 3 meters, and then bring it back in a jerk, just like that. And put a sense of urgency into it, I reckon, you know what I mean? And just, oh, something had a go at it then. A little sense of urgency. Oh, something had a go and jumped out of the water. Come on, boys. Come on, you can do better than this. Oh, here they come. Here they come. Ho, 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 ho. Oh. Ambush at 9 on the high seas. Absolutely magnificent. Look at the colours of that fish and the fish behind him. And the fish behind. Oh, this is absolutely magnificent. This is the piscatorial nursery at work. 2 or 3 weeks old, magnificent fish, and over he goes. And I'll get Laurie to look after him. Absolutely magnificent, beautifully done. Okay, so what we'll do again, we'll cast it out, let it sink about 2 or 3 meters, and then we'll wind it like there's no tomorrow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, now we'll wind. And the rod will actually do the work and act as a bit of a lasso. Almost instant. And they're very, very good fun on this light trout outfit. 2 kilo line, so I'm glad that one of the big bulls hasn't grabbed it. But it's really kindergarten playtime here at the moment. And what a pleasure it is to be on the high seas. There's a beautiful looking fish coming up. Look at the fish behind him. Come on, mate. Come on, matey. Come on. Come and see the old fella with the beard. Well, Laurie, I'll let you look after him.
He's going to be a bit temperamental, this one.
He is. And while Laurie is looking after that fish and sending it back to its mum and dad here in the ocean off Southwest Rocks on the north coast of New South Wales.
He's right, Rex.
It's been a pleasure to be with Laurie again. There's no doubt about it, he puts in a lot to the fishing industry, promotes fishing, does the right thing, and only takes what you need for your immediate needs. And I tell you what, we've come a long way since the fish kills of the 60s and 70s that you and I were involved in, because to be a macho man, you had to hang them up on the gantry.
That's right, Rex. On the boat here, on my back window, you'll see I've got a little sign that says fly the tag and flag.
Isn't that fantastic? Now, before we thank Laurie and Julie McEnally here, I'd just like to ask you how you think fishing's going. We've got a lot of restrictions, marine parks, bag limits, the fisheries management. Anglers are under fire from all areas.
It's true.
I reckon the anglers are doing a pretty fair job in sending the fish that they don't want back, and I reckon we're doing okay.
No, anglers are pretty responsible, Rex. Most people I know, they really look after their fish and the fishery. And we can still take a feed, that's what we're here for. I love a good piece of fresh fish, but respect the fish and put what you don't need back.
When the history of Australian fishing is finally written, the names McEnally will certainly be in there under J and also L. Their contribution to fishing in Australia cannot be overestimated. It's been a pleasure to be with them again. Come on, little fella. And a beautiful example of what we do in this magnificent world of fishing. Now, I'll just get that off from you, give you a kiss, and give you a kiss. Our time together in the wonderful world of fishing has come to an end so soon again. And until we meet again, I'm Rex Hunt, and good fishing to you all.